Jews traditionally expect the Messiah to be a human descendant of King David who will fulfill specific roles, such as bringing about world peace and the ingathering of the exiles. Jesus did not fulfill these expected roles according to Jewish interpretation. The Jewish concept of the Messiah often includes the expectation of a political leader who will restore Israel to its former glory and independence. Jesus did not fulfill these political expectations. The Messiah, as expected in Judaism, is to be born in the natural way, from human parents. The idea of a virgin birth is not in line with Jewish messianic expectations. The criteria for a messianic figure, such as the rebuilding of the temple in Jerusalem and the gathering of all Jews to the land of Israel, have not been realized in the view of many Jewish scholars. That the Jews were able to crucify Jesus was the final triumphant proof to the rabbis, and it served as disappointing but undeniable evidence to the Jewish masses and his most devoted disciples that Jesus of Nazareth couldn't possibly have been the Messiah. The prophesied messianic kingdom had not been established, nor had he brought peace to Israel by delivering her from her enemies, so at best, he could only have been a well-meaning impostor and at worst a deliberate fraud. Such remains the argument of most Jews today. According to Jews, the first Messiah is yet to come. Then, who is this man, on the cross? Yahweh himself gives us the hint. Genesis 3:15, in the Bible is commonly referred to as the Proto-Evangelium or the First Gospel. It is a significant verse in Christian theology because it contains the promise of a Redeemer who will ultimately triumph over the serpent, Satan, and the consequences of sin. The verse is as follows, in the New International Version, NIV. God said, I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring and hers. He will crush your head, and you will strike his heel. Here God is talking to the serpent. In this verse, there is mention of two offspring or seeds. The enmity is between the serpent's offspring and the woman's offspring. The woman's offspring is often understood to refer to Jesus Christ, who will ultimately defeat Satan, crush your head, despite suffering, you will strike his heel. This verse is seen as a foreshadowing of the ultimate victory of Christ over the son of evil. Who is this offspring of a serpent? Who is this old serpent God is talking to? There is only one serpent from the beginning of time. And he and Yahweh have always been enemies from day one. The same serpent who frustrated Yahweh's plans in the Garden of Eden, by telling Eve to go ahead and take the apple from the tree of knowledge and also give it to Adam. Now this serpent has an offspring. And why does Yahweh call him Antichrist, son of Satan?